Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of This is Showbiz. I am Butch Francisco with... Okay, Ana, alam mo, pwede ba kang gumanon? I'm very excited dito sa edition na ito because sa pagkakataong ito ay makakausap natin one of the brightest young executives in the entertainment profession. First time ko siya may interview pero ikaw ang mag-introduce.
Ang boss ko.
Hindi ako hasa.
Now, Viva's COO and President, Sir Vincent del Rosario.
Yay! Mga sip-sip.
Naku.
Anyway, teka pala, bilisan na natin mahalang airtime.
Naku.
Okay, hindi kasi, Boss Vince, your father, si Vic del Rosario, has been, for 60 years, in the past 60 years, he has been one of the most important people in the entertainment business. How did it feel growing up to be the son of Vic del Rosario?
Medyo cliche pero masaya naman kasi we've been constantly exposed to the business from yung time na nasa record industry pa siya. So that was, he started in 66, so I was born the same year. So growing up, either sa dinner table o kaya pag lumalabas, all you hear is about what he's doing and kung anong success o anong mga plano niya. So constant yun na i-share sa amin. And yun, I think nakatulong dahil nung pag-segue ng pagpasok ko sa Viva na noong 86, hindi na ako parang cold na pumasok. So dahil parang yung exposure through the years. And I guess same goes with my siblings, dahil ganun din yung proseso. So pagpasok nila, and all of us are working kasi in Viva, parang Sunday brunch lagi every time we see each other. So medyo madali. In terms of expectations, naman si Daddy, parang he works at your pace. Yun. Hindi ka niya binabatak na dapat makasabay ka sa kanya. So I think his patience has in a way paid off dahil natuto kaming magkamali at magkamali muli. Ulit-ulit, and then sa kanya What's that?
Sorry. Curious lang ako, ano pinag-uusapan sa dinner table nung araw?
So, kasi 70s, I guess, dahil 66 ako, hanggang middle part of the 70s, nung ako'y nasa elementary. Yung, basically, music, kung ano yung uso at that time. Chismis! Hindi ko alam ko that early may mga... Hindi kasi nung nasa records pa siya, nasa record industry, wala namang ganon chismis, dahil mas less, I guess, ang chismisan issues sa mga recording people. Nung 80s, nung pumasok na siya sa movies, nag-transition na siya. At the time, we would go to him Sundays, I was staying with my mom. And then those Sundays, I go to my lola's house. That's where we'll meet. Ando naman si Tita Mina, kung saan lagi ang diskusyon. What's happening to Sharon, what's happening to Robin. Kasi si Tita Mina, I think at the time, was personally managing si Sharon. So, and then after nung time show ni Kuya Jam, si Sharon would go to my lola's house and doon siya maghapon. So, parang hindi naman siya chismis, kundi may personal interaction at the time doon sa career, about yung career ni Sharon. So,
anong memories mo kay Sharon nung araw?
But kasi we grew up together, we're of the same age, so okay naman, na masaya, kwentuhan, pero syempre yung window ng kwentuhan na overtake yon. Sandaling window ng kwentuhan na overtake yon ng parang serious talk na nila Daddy at saka nila Tita Mina. So, lang kami on the side. Yan.
Like hindi kayo, let's say, hindi kayo nagiging phone pals kasi wala pa namang ano nun, no? Landline.
Wala, hindi naman.
Ni Sharon.
Wala naman. Ano lang, the times that we get to see her is yung times na siya ay artista, no? So, hindi naman parang yung friendship went beyond that. Yun lang, magkakilala kami.
Meron ka ba naging close na artista ng Viva nung araw?
Ay, si Herbert kasi we grew up together. We came from the same neighborhood. So we'd go to school together. Yun pala, si Herbert. Siya, I consider as a very close friend. Pareho kami ng eskwelahan nung high school. Sabay kami pumapasok. And then, sa New York siya Ako sa Detroit. So we were 2 blocks away. So sabay kami pumapasok.
Pinag-uusapan natin.
Sa Cubao. Cubao, oo. Yung, sa may Immaculate Conception. So, doon kami lumaki.
May naalala mga mischief na ginawa niyo ni Bistek?
Wala naman. Artista na rin siya noon nung pumapasok kami. So, sa eskwela, kasama kami. Wala naman. Well, minsan, pagka nagkatamaran, hindi na kami papasok. Diretso na kami sa kung saan. Actually, hindi naman mall. Tatambay lang kami kasi sa Sambeta kami. So, lang sa Mendiola, sa gilid-gilid doon. Then, okay na ulit. Kasama kami hanggang matapos kami ng high school. And then, tuloy na siya sa college. Nung pagtapos ko ng high school, tuloy na rin ako. I think I spent a year in college and then I was asked to help out sa office.
Sir Vincent, naranasan mo din bang ma-starstruck?
Oo, lagi naman lalo na pag meron tayong bagong nakakasama sa Viva. Na-starstruck ako, natutuwa, lalo na pagka may exciting na talent na papasok. Whether big star na siya na nakuha natin o kaya up-and-comer na tingin ko may brilyo. So pa rin, na-excite. I think yun ang siguro na kasanayan na namin. Pero always, gano'n, nasanay kami na hindi naman wall, kundi parang alam namin na ito'y work lang, responsibility namin. Bihirang-bihira na-extend ito parang personal friendship. Although marami namang artists ngayon na I'm close to o kami magkapatid are close to.
Pero meron ka bang, total, nung araw pa naman yun, meron ka ba naging crush nung araw na Viva artist? Yung totoo ha?
Wala eh. Wala naman. Halos lahat sila. Crush na para mas madali.
Pero like, meron ka ba naalalang favorite Viva movie mo nung araw?
Oo. Ako, mga favorite. Yan, nakalimutan ko tuloy. Gusto ko yung Palabra de Honor. Gustuhan ko yun. Galing si Eddie Garcia doon. Tapos parang predecessor siya nung napapanood ko ngayon sa HBO, yung Succession. Yung interaction ng family.
Nauna pa Viva kaysa doon, ha?
I guess so. Oo. Meron akong pelikula na favorite pero I guess wala ganong nakanood dahil after namin gawin yun, napagalitan ako ni Boss Vicky. Yung Gangland ni Peke Galiaga. Because, yes, that's where we, in a way, discovered si Ryan. Medyo ahead of its time. The first time na nag-shoot ang isang pelikula using video, he shot it in VHS. Tapos kasi napag-usapan namin ni Direk Peke shortly after yata yun, Scorpion Nights. Gawa tayong pelikula pero meron akong parang current affairs na program sa GMA na napanood about youth gangs. So I told him about it and then I guess he got his people to research about it and then yun nagawa. So yun isang favorite ko pero tayo lang nanood.
Critically ako.
Okay siya. Maganda. And doon ko nakita si Blackjack that he can act pala. So after nun, I think we made several movies with him na as a comedian na. And then yung mga movies ni Eric sa amin, lahat yun, paborito ko. Of course, yung mga unang pelikula nila, Direct Joyce. Yeah.
Pero you never aspired, let's say magkaroon ng on cam, let's say to try it out na mag-artista.
Wala, wala. Neither yung part na yan o yung even behind the camera. Very early on, diniswayed kami ni Daddy na to look at yung pelikula as commerce talaga. So, we whenever yung interest namin na-straddle yung art side ng business, binabasto na kami. So, hindi naman. Although yung sister ko, I think finished film, si Valerie. Wala naman. Ngayon, hindi naman siya nag-practice mag-direct. Nag-aral pang USC yun. Pero hindi na. Bawal. Tama naman. I think dapat lang. Ganon. And I have kids now in the office. 3 of them are working. And wala namang may interest sa creative side.
Nung pumasok ka, you said 1986?
Ako, yes, 86.
So,
20 ako.
You're still very young then.
Oo. Oo. Kasi parang 6 years ako nag-high school. Kasi galing ko Ateneo, tapos nalipat ako dahil medyo behind ako sa studies. After ko mag-high school, pasok akong college. Then parang napansin ni Dad na parang wala siya interest. Mababa yung interest ko sa pag-school. So sabi niya, alam mo, nasa San Beda ka, nasa Mendiola ka, malapit ka sa Santa Cruz. Kung saan nandoon dati ang hub ng mga producers. Maybe 80% of the film producers, they were all staying there in Escolta, Santa Cruz. Sabi niya, after mo ng klase, anong oras palabas? Sabi ko lunch, tapos na ako. Actually, parang petik-petik na lang yung pasok ko. Ay, punta ka doon, tapos katuka to the rounds. Siguro there are mga, 60 to 80 film producers at the time. Kainitan pa na ng local movies. Sabi niya, kausapin mo, tanong mo if they're willing to sell to us yung mga rights ng kanilang pelikula for television, for video. So I'd go around, go to all these producers, and then alipin namin. Most of them would say yes, dahil I think on hindsight, parang hindi pa na-appreciate gaano ng mga producers na the content that they produce can last a lifetime. They were thinking, okay na, theatrical, palabas ko sinihan, recoup my investment, and then okay na. So they were looking at us, yung offer namin, us licensing from them, as parang bonus na lang, hulog na langit. During the time, I think I bought siguro mga more than 500 movies na naging backbone ng aming film library, because I think we only produce siguro mga close to 1,000. So parang 1,500 movies na yan eh. So yun ang ginagamit namin for PBO, and itong plano namin pumasok sa streaming.
Nabili nyo yung parang lifetime na yun?
In perpetuity, karamihan.
Will you remember the first film na nabili mo?
Malamang Bold eh. Kasi at the time, malakas yung hindi naman siya pene, pero yung, I guess, yung predecessor ng ST. Yes, Bold. Hindi ko alam ko kay Mami Rose eh. Baka kay Mami Rose Flamiano. Sa FLT. Baka Isadora ba yung mga artista niya dati. This was late 80s. Yan. Malamang Bold. Malamang Bold. And some action, because at the time sila busy nagli-lead sa pelikula, sila Ronnie Ricketts, sila Edu, I remember even sila Ian Veneracion, yung mga junior action stars at the time. So we were we were ramping up on mga ganun titles, because at the time those titles worked well sa video, sa Betamax or VHS at the time, even sa US. So marami kaming nabiling ganun na titles. And then eventually, mga dramas, iba some titles from naging classics na eh. So, yun.
In other words, nabili mo yan not only for TV rights, pati it transfers sa Betamax by that time eh.
We had I think we had a contract at the time that wherein we bought rights for both television and video. And then eventually, nag-evolve pa yun to pick up lights for cable. And then, yung I guess yung beauty ng mga contracts namin, they were flexible enough to say that in any other future inventions. So nabit-bit namin through yung mga titles na to, through even with the changes in technology. So from yung Betamax, VHS, VCD, DVD, and now to streaming. So yun.
So pwede sabihin na ang unang-unang trabaho mo sa Viva was procurement?
Acquisition ang tawag nun
Okay.
sa trabaho ko. So yun gawa sa akin. And then after nun nagtayo kami ng video rental shop in Video City. Yung uncle ko, si Ricky, was handling it. He started it. And then shortly after, I think he went into politics, local politics. And then I was asked to help out. So doon naman ako nalipat sa retail, Video City.
Grabe yung foresight mo na nakukuha.
And then yung Video City na yan grew to 300 stores. At the time, we had the most number of stores ng isang video shop, video retail outlet. Eventually, yung nagbago na naman technology, mga tao hindi na bumibili, nanonood na online. So we had to close shop. Naubos din yun.
Hindi ko ba na-involve sa circus?
Ano lang, libre sign sheet lang. Hindi. Pero that's where I saw, doon ko una nakita si Tina Morales. Afternoons during Sundays, when she was, 10, 11 years old. Parang kiddie hour. Kanta siya doon para sa family. Na mga...
Paki-describe nga sa mga bagets, ano yung circus?
Ang circus ay ang predecessor ng mga hard rock at ng mga music bars. Kung saan sa loob ng SM North, nagtayo ng Viva ng isang music lounge, music bar na open mula pagbukas ng mall hanggang pagsara and beyond it dahil inaabot ng hating gabi yun pag weekend. Pero yun, nasa loob siya ng mall. And then, doon namin in-incubate marami na mga naunang singers ng Viva. Si Regine, she was starting, I remember, was doing her shows. Pero na siya, parang main act, special show on weekends. Naalala ko nga si Vina. Of course, si Sharon from time to time do shows there. Yun. Hindi nag-work dahil I guess yung mahirap na walwal ka after a show, lalakad-lakad ka sa mall dahil lasing ka na. So,
at saka, kain ka lang na sa'yo na cheat?
Ako, hindi. Hindi. Kain lang. Pero yun, eventually, nawala. Kaya I think doon na simulan yung hilig ni Daddy to i-passion niya to get into the food business. So, naalala ko yun na parang in a way, it was okay, but it was frustrating. So, eventually, binalikan niya yung food business.
So right now, ang Viva, yung under Viva now, para ano pa ang under the umbrella ng Viva business?
Viva. So, nabagit natin yung film division, ito yung gumagawa ng pelikula. Meron kaming pay TV division. We operate I think 7 or 8 cable channels. Kasama both local and foreign. We have 8. Then we have a music division, which is basically what got everything started. So we have 2 labels. Yung Vicor, na yung unang label, niya with si Tito Orly Elaca. And then yung Viva Records. So yung son ko, pinakamatanda, si Verb, is the one handling it. But he reports to my dad's colleague, si Tony Ocampo. And then, records. And then yung artist management, si Veronique naman ang mahawak. Yun, I guess, is also parang yung lifeblood ng negosyo namin kasi it feeds off the different divisions. I think yung advantage namin sa ibang kasama namin sa business, sa industry na it's easier, yung churn is easier dahil meron kaming artist base na pagkukunan ng mag-lead sa mga pelikula. We have reactivated television division under my sister, si Valerie. Itong division na to would be producing shows for one of the networks. We used to have a book division, but since nag-transition na ang mga tao into, I don't know, Kindle or ebooks, so we decided to close the physical part of that business, but will continue to publish books online. So, kasi sa amin, importante yung IP. So, even if yung benta ay hindi less than gusto namin, I think yung pag-develop ng kwento, mga storya, gawa ng mga nobela, helps us have more IPs to choose from paggawa ng movies. Then yung VivaMax simula.
Yeah.
Meron kami food division.
Ayun, dahil mo ng food division. So, ang food division, syempre, doon ako interesado. Food yun eh. so ano yung under food division?
We have several brands. In Boteju, isang Japanese chain, Japanese restaurant chain. We have Paper Moon, which is parang medyo siya upscale na cake shop. Meron kami Wing Zone, which is all chicken restaurant, which is a franchise from the US. And then we have a yogurt shop, Yogurino. Kasi simula pa lang. Ha?
Alam ko lahat.
Alam mo lahat, oo, galing. And then next year na nangyari lang itong sitwasyon ngayon, ilo-launch. May nakuha kaming gandang brand, yung Greyhound, which is a Thai chain. Medyo siya, parang bistro, pero Thai. Ganda. Lifestyle ang vibe ng brand na ilo-launch siguro early next year.
VivaMax, sana. VivaMax. Kasi exciting.
Malapit na.
Exciting.
Kailan ito kinonceptualize ni Boss Dick? Mga last year mo?
Siguro mga yung platform in its current form, bago lang yan during the lockdown. So, started March. Maybe April, May, sabi niya, go na. Pero yung konsepto of us, Viva, going direct to consumer through a platform, siguro 2-3 years na. Kaya lang, parang yung timing wala dahil very capital intensive, and then you have to have the right technology partner. So, nung nagsimula yung itong lockdown sa atin, realize namin, paano kung tatagal ito? Tatagal na several months, o taon, o ilang taon. Paano na? Kasi, di ba, sa line of business namin, kailangan namin ng physical audience para mapanood yung mga pelikula. So, doon namin
Hindi ko pa nasasakyan masyado yung VivaMax eh.
Ang VivaMax is a streaming platform wherein people can view from any device, whether personal device like your cell phone, your laptop, your iPad, or even from your television. So, it's no different from what Netflix gives us or what I Want gives us. So, diretso sa consumer, walang need to call, walang need to have, it's like sa cable natin, may box pa tayo, di ba? Ito, wala nang diretso sa consumer.
How do you gain access to that?
How do
you gain access to that?
The service is a subscription-based service. So meaning you pay a monthly fee, and then you get to enjoy the service together with 3 others. So parang may extension yung subscription mo. So parang in a way you're just paying 3 kayo pala per membership. So parang you're paying 50 pesos a month for every user sa inyong household or among your friends. 150 $149 service.
Is that
Monthly.
lower than Netflix?
I think we're about the same. So, pareho.
But I can imagine you can promise more content, a lot more content.
Definitely more local content. We don't intend to compete naman with Netflix, being this Netflix and it's the biggest OTT platform in the world. But we look at it as our platform as a nice complement to Netflix. I mean, maganda for people to have a second subscription wherein they can gain access to movies that aren't offered on other platforms, which is yung mostly yung Filipino na content. So, yung serbisyo kasi, i-roll out hindi lang dito sa atin, kundi para sa mga Pinoys abroad. So, global siya. Yung nga lang, mauna dito and then ilalabas siya siguro within the next 6 months in other countries or territories where there are plenty of Filipinos.
Pero boss, anong feature ang meron ang VivaMax na pwedeng wala sa iba? Your Viva content.
Oo. I guess yung Tagalives na foreign content. So like let's say yung Korean titles, you'll have the option to watch it dubbed in Tagalog. Ganun din yung mga Hollywood movies na nandoon. So we have licensed some good titles na both Asian and Western titles na karamihan dito, once available, would be dubbed locally. So, yun. Ano ba ang difference? I guess yun. Basically yun.
Subtitles ito, talagang may dubbing.
Both. You'll have the option to turn on the subtitle or change the language.
Very interesting.
Ang laking proyekto. Medyo costly ba, boss?
Oo. In terms of content, kasi we've committed to drop one fresh content every week. This is outside of what we already have. So every week may bagong either series, pelikula, isang bagong documentary, bagong special. So every week yun. So minimum na 50 na bagong content every year. So as a subscriber, you'll get your fill of entertainment. So kung ano man hilig mo, more than likely may matatapat sa iyo na magugustuhan.
And it's for all types.
Yes. Merong conscious effort na punuan na lahat ng genre para lahat naman, the whole family can enjoy it. And kasi eterno rin yon doon sa subscription availment na ini-extend namin sa mga families. Yung isamang miyembro pero 3 other people can enjoy the service. So pang family. So may pang bata, may pang lalaki, pang babae, pang asawa. Meron din slightly adult content. But we're self-regulating. So within the norms of Philippine laws.
So, sir, yung 34 films na napangako doon sa Viva Vision 2020 na yung iba tapos na. Didiretso dito because parang medyo shaky pa yung sinehan ngayon.
As announced by my son, Vincent, 2020 should be a big year for Viva. We are committed to do 34 movies and hopefully karamihan ay maging successful. Thank you.
Oo, bago mag-lockdown, nakatapos tayo ng 11 movies na So, yung iba doon, inihintay magbukas ulit ang mga sinihan. But the rest, we will go direct to the platform. So, may a few there that will become quote-unquote originals. So, but yung iba, they're too big na kailangan lumabas sa sinihan muna. So, but, yun.
Boss Vince, yun na nga.
Vincent lang.
Okay. Ano ang forecast mo? Kailan tayo pwede kayang bumalik ulit sa sinehan na yung the big screen, the
I
pleasure.
think linggo-linggo yan, we meet internally yung aming films group, And then linggo-linggo, yung booker namin, yung head ng sales, would say, magbubukas na po, Boss Vic o Vincent, yung mga sinehan in a week or in 2 weeks. Nag-announce na yung mga sinehan. And then, yung time na yun, dadating, 1 week after, 2 weeks after, sabihin niya, ay, na-move na naman kasi ganito yung lockdown situation. O kaya ganito sa city na to, meron na namang, nagkaroon na naman ng spike. So, parang we're on a week to week.
Ito, itong question to para sa mga bagets na manonood natin. Would you say na profitable ba mag-artista ngayon sa panahong ito?
Up until the lockdown, very profitable. But hindi ko alam beyond it kung paano. I guess more dun sa dapat yung hilig talaga nila, yung dream nila. Okay pa naman kasi minsan naman baka hindi yung pera yung tinitignan, kundi yung parang realization ng pangarap eh. So, I'd encourage them to still try it out. Dapat. Kailangan natin sa industry ng bagong new blood lagi. Diba, Coach? So,
kaya lang kasi, di ba, let's face it, karamihan ng mga bata gusto mag-artista to get out of poverty. So, do you think it's possible ngayon?
I think yung platform lang ang may iba o mag-a-adjust. Again, I'll say mag-pivot. Ngayon, I see a rise in mga influencers. Yung ginagamit yung YouTube, ginagamit yung social media to gain popularity and then parlay this into revenues or income. So marami sa big brands, they're now going after not the A-list talents or actors or actresses that we have, but they're paying good money now to influencers that have a huge following. Case in point, di ba? Si Ivana Alawi. I mean, hindi naman siya nagbibida sa pelikula, nagbibida sa soap, pero she's popular and I see her endorsing brands on her social media. So, baka yun lang, maiba ng konti yung dynamics. Pero, siguro naman, babalik pa rin yung popularity na based sa pelikula o sa TV.
Pero,
for now, mahirapan. Mahirapan dahil walang platform. Una-una, syempre, nabawasan pa yung mga networks on air. So, saan sila lalabas?
Pero ang shelf life nito mga ito, sa tingin mo, gaano kahaba?
Wala pang wala pang example kasi yung uniqueness nung pagiging popular by ways of yung digital platform, kailan pa lang nangyari. So hindi mo pa ma-generalize na kung gaano kahaba kung matatranscend o matatranslate nila yung popularity sa social media, sa pelikula.
Right.
Maybe yes, kasi nakita ko si Alex Gonzaga na very popular sa social media. Na-transcend niya o na-translate niya yung success niya sa social media into a couple of movies that she's done. One is yung ginawa niya kay Fifth Solomon. I forget the title now, pero that did well sa box office. And then yung pangalawa niya, dahil tinamaan nga ng lockdown, yung Love the Way You Lie, napunta na as an original, nagustuhan ng Netflix, and then in-acquire na sa amin as an original. So, yun, baka yun pala, si Alex. So, I like her. Okay siya. Funny.
Pero how was the ABS-CBN cancellation affect? How did it affect Viva?
Well, in a way, it parang medyo na-disrupt yung parang food chain ng any producer or talent provider ng network. So as a producer, syempre ABS is one of our biggest licensees for our films. And deal with them for the movies that we produce para mailabas sa free-to-air and they license it from us. As a talent manager, syempre, isa rin sila. And in fact, halos maybe 90% ng artists namin work with them. So, siyempre opportunities to get them exposed, get the artist deals with the network na nawala. Pero again, nagkaroon naman ng opportunity dahil I think sa nangyari na revitalize, na re-energize ang TV5 and I think they're shifting from a sports-oriented free-to-air channel to a more general entertainment channel. So yan, mayroon mga opportunities. Hopefully, mapunuan naman yung vacuum sa nangyari. But kami naman, we're hoping that the network or ABS gets back on its feet. Whatever form, kapag kami ulit, makapag-partner ulit kami with them. Kasi pati sa pelikula, we produce movies together, di ba? We do co-productions.
Ang advertising pie ba is big enough for how many networks ngayon sa tingin mo?
For many years, siya parang big enough for two lang. It's basically parang duopoly. Pero I think hindi naman fault ng mga advertisers. Maybe the offering of the other networks were not very attractive for their brands. I'm not saying that the other networks weren't producing shows that we're not creating. I'm just saying, mamaya, baka yung pinoproduce nilang shows, hindi lang nag-fit dun sa brands na. Yung mga heavy advertisers, which is yung mga multinational brands, na Unilevers, na P&Gs, so medyo female skewing. Siyempre, kung titignan mo sa TV5, kung sports ang kanilang programming, wala nga naman gaano man lalagay doon. But now they're shifting to a more entertainment-centric na programming.
Do you see TV5 as as a replacement for ABS-CBN?
Maybe they have the right programs. Yeah. So, sana.
But this may not happen overnight.
Mahirap kasi yung viewing habits hindi basta-basta eh. I think a lot of it depends on yung offerings ng network. But I think they can. Kasi na-prove naman in the past na if you offer good programming, nag-shift ang tao regardless of what channel the show belongs. If you remember before, 90s ba yun? O early 2000s, yung Marimar, it was not on Channel 2, it wasn't on Channel 7, it was on Channel 9. Pero at 6 o'clock, kung ano mga oras siya pinapalabas, people would migrate and switch channels to the network. So, pwede naman. And, di ba, nung mga unang panahon na yung Pacquiao fights were aired lang on a certain channel, people would shift. And so, ganun din nung na-experience namin na nagprograma kami for a time ng prime time ng Channel 13. We put up Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Search for a Star, sana discover si Sarah. Na-realize namin, papanoorin siya kahit ano man tawag doon. Hindi puntahan yung channel na yun. Kasi at the time, yung 13 was bago pumasok yung Viva's programming. Parang PBS. Ang PBS type of shows, yung parang wala lang filler programming. So, naman, pwede naman. Pwede.
Well, at this point, I know you're still very busy. Gusto ko lang kumustahin si Boss Vic. Like, how active is he still dito sa company?
Si Daddy, ano man tawag? Pwedeng, gawaran ng Employee of the Year every year sa Viva. Dahil siya siya pa rin na nagsasara ng opisina. He'd come home maybe early as 10 o'clock. And if ever he leaves earlier, that's because he has meetings outside. But I think, he's 75 now. He's getting to be a lot more sharper, mas on the ball. Pa rin, parang siya pa rin he shepherds us all. Yung flock niya. So siya yung nagpapastol sa amin. So, si Ana knows it. Most of the things that happens in Viva happens only when he says, gawin natin to. It's not that he doesn't delegate. He delegates a lot. It's just that, I guess, that's a culture that we have in Viva. We mayroong visionary, and then everyone else parang absorbs the vision and executes. So hindi siya hindi naman siya nagma-micromanage, pero may roadmap. O yan, doon kami dadaan. And more often than not, tama naman. So ito, yung VivaMax, again, is his brainchild. We're here to complement him. We hired, professionals to run that division, experienced people. So okay naman. Sana makalusot.
Before we get into VivaMax, which is going to be, I suppose, really the next big thing, no? If it isn't yet. Kasi ang Viva, ang pinaka-backbone niyan talaga, una ay music at pangalawa, film. Pero ano sa tingin mo ang future ng dalawang ito? Let's say music muna.
Yung music nangyayari na, I think yung future is presently happening, which is everything is accessed digitally. Then you have Spotify, you have iTunes. Before, you need to go to Odyssey or Astrovision to get your fix, or Tower Records to get your favorite CDs. Ngayon, digital. And kahit nasaan ka, ma-access mo. Nasa biyahe ka o nasa Pilipinas ka. So, yun na siya. Yung pelikula, I think, magkakaroon ng dalawang ways para ma-access. Yung fresh content, Siyempre, eventually mag-end up sa TV yan, sa free-to-air. Pero, I think event movies, meaning yung may bigness, yung malalaking pelikula, it still need to go to a cinema to watch it. Pero mas personal na mga pelikula, mas may intimacy. I think through digital means,
Since you started, since the time that you entered Viva, yung production budget, gaano ka bilis nag-gallop?
Nag-grow? Lumaki?
Yung production, yung gastos ito.
Yes. I think yung unang pelikula ng Viva, I don't know kung 2 million. Yeah.
Kaya nung 1986 ng 2 million nun.
PS I Love You. Baka 3 pala dahil I think they were paying si Sharon a lot. Yung enough at the time. So, 3. Ngayon, ang average cost namin without P&A, without marketing and distribution, pero mga 20. So, 7 times.
7 times. Anyway, final question ko. How does it feel to have finally emerged from the shadow of Del Rosario?
Alam mo, lagi kaming natatanong. Pa rin, we're happy to be an able assistant of si Daddy. I think we're comfortable where we're at now. Kami magkakapatid, kasi I cannot speak for myself. Yung gusto namin to just compliment him, I think yung kami nasanay. Wala kaming like maybe others would think of doing it by themselves, and I've seen other companies have second generation move out of their core business and nag-solo. Kami hindi. Kami nasanay kaming dito parang to complement nga si Boss Vic. And then kaming 4, wala kaming di namin entertain yung thought na hindi, later on, ganito mangyari. Naisip namin, we'll still parang run Viva as a team, as a set of siblings. With shared responsibilities. Yun.
Anyway, I just want to Anna, and I would like to congratulate you for running a very tight shift on your own, no? Yeah, and with that, I just have to say, before we say goodbye, I've been in these professions in the last 500 years, pero ngayon ko nalaman, ang dami ko palang pwedeng matutunan. And maraming salamat, Sir Vincent del Rosario.
Salamat, Butch. Salamat, Ana. And, yes, mabuhay ang pika-pika.
Maraming salamat.
Alright. Salamat din. Ingat kayo.
Thank you.